intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's 4th down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mahomes throwing on 4th. The quick slant caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Kansas City touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now after the touchdown, here's Barker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he takes this into the end zone for the Chiefs touchdown.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they give themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Just let me know.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's on.
Back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Only pay for what you need.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Mahomes' pass. Incomplete in the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
3rd and 3.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already, Rob.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 83 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
They're on 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. 47 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Nico Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. They need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches are getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
Months later, when the tundra begins to thaw,
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
comes back to life.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Once again,
And the Chiefs are going to get him. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Browns 26.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
he locks himself into a silk cocoon.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward. A 2-yard pickup makes it
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Nicole Hardman, 53 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have some...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter play. We're back now in KC. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Oh, what a move. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches,
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes completes it to Hardman.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good feet. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he gets it down to the 32. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught by Nelson left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And again, it's Chubb. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play.